Today's topic is land use in urban areas. Now, as you know, there is lot of conversion of rural area into urban area because of increase in the population. This phenomenon has become very much common. The developing, underdeveloped areas are getting converted into developed areas. Now, why this is becoming? This is becoming because of a better lifestyle, better medical facilities. Everyone wants all the amenities very close to them. Because of this, urbanization is increasing day by day. Now, urban land use reflects the location as well as the activities, the management or the manufacturing of the residences are also very much good, along with the transport system as well as the communication also. Now, what are the things or what are the types which comes under this land use, which is urban land use in urban areas? The types are like transport, residential, commercial, that we'll study in more detail. Land use in urban areas. In the figure you can see primate city, city, town, village. So see the flow of the pyramid. First is village, it is at the base. Then there is a town. The village gets converted into town, then it gets converted into city, then it gets converted into primate city, means a metropolitan city. Now, in the village, the population is less, the functions are less, and because of that, more individual settlement of this type is seen. And in the primate city or in the metropolitan city, the population is more, the functions are more, land covered by urban area is also more. So because of that, fewer individual settlements of these types are seen. Now let us see land use in urban areas in more detail. The trend of urbanization, the idea that people who once lived in the country are moving increasingly to the cities, has a big impact on land use. So many people they start moving into the city. Because of that, there is a lot of impact on the land use. Homes are becoming arranged in denser patterns and our human population centers are changing shape all the time. So because of more population, the structure of the homes are getting denser day by day. As per the area, the houses are getting densely populated, and because of that, there is the change in the structure, in the shape of that particular area all the time. Urbanization involves the outward expansion of population center beyond their original limits to accommodate a growing population. So, what is the meaning of urbanization? Whenever there is expansion of some area because of lot of population, why? When the population has some particular limit, it has some particular boundary, and when this boundary is been crossed, then there is very much difficulty in accommodating the growing population. So, this type of problems are basically seen in urbanization. Urbanization results in irrevocable changes to the landscape, a shift in demographic patterns, and economic and social environmental impacts on a region. So all these changes are irrecoverable changes. These changes leads to lot of problems. These cities often have strong administrations that are capable of managing changes such as infrastructure and development. So, wherever there is more development, they have good changes in them, like the changes in the case of infrastructure and the changes in the case of development, in the case of administration, and in the case of better lifestyle. Now, next is recreational areas. Recreational areas is a land which is covered by the parks, by the playgrounds, or open or closed theaters. Now, these are not the essential areas where you have your essential or you have to fulfill your essential need. They are just created for the entertainment, for your change. The place where people visit to seek entertainment, like parks, playgrounds, comes under the recreational areas. When a property's land is defined as recreational, it means it is meant to be used for the enjoyment of the people who use it. So it is just for the enjoyment purpose, for the entertainment purpose. This could be anything from parks to the open space to the athletic fields to the playgrounds to the swimming pools. So all this playing activities, sports activities also come under the recreational areas. Cities add recreational land into their blueprints to ensure the area has places for people to go and enjoy. These aren't essential for the development of a community but help to attract both the permanent residents and visitors. Now, these are not the essential, they do not comfort the basic needs, but they are very much good and they attract the people which are permanently residing in those areas or which are the visitors in those. Next mode is commercial area. These are the business centers where selling of finished product is carried out for day-to-day usage in urban areas. So wherever the market is there, where the goods are sold, the services are sold, and the exchange of currency takes place, those areas are called as commercial areas. These areas are intermixed with residential areas. So many a times at the basement, there are commercial shops, and at the top or at the apex there are the residential areas. At few places commercial areas can aggregate to form definite clusters, especially at the core. So there are many areas which are aggregated with different clusters. Business land uses are rather similar in many respects and are mostly associated with land that is appropriate to retail facilities of various types and with office buildings. So business land is definitely used for commercial purpose where you can see various office buildings, retail facilities, etc. Plot layouts. Now these are the plannings or these are the things which tells us which land is appropriate to which type of land use, whether it is appropriate for residential, whether it is appropriate for institutional, or whether it is appropriate for any other commercial use. These are the vacant lands mostly developed for the construction of buildings. So the land which is vacant, which is not having any type of settlement on it, that type of vacant land is called as plots. These are usually located in the periphery of the urban areas. So it is usually located away from the urban areas or side by or nearby the urban areas. These land encroach the agricultural land due to the pressure of increasing population. So because of more population, these lands are getting developed or the agricultural land is coming under pressure of the urbanization. A plot plan is an architecture, engineering, or a landscape architecture plan or drawing diagram which shows the building, utility runs, equipment layouts, the position of roads and other construction of an existing or proposed project site at a defined scale. Plot plans are also commonly known as site plans. So the other name for plot layouts is site plans, which are usually used to understand the area and what can be the use of that area in an appropriate manner. So it consists of various buildings, it can consist of equipment layouts, it can consist of roads, etc. Mixed land use. Now in mixed land use you have all type of land uses like residential, like commercial, all coming under one roof. Mixed use development is a broad sense of urban or suburban or village development or even a single building that blends a combination of residential, commercial, cultural, institutional or industrial uses where those functions are physically and functionally integrated, provides pedestrian connections. It is an area where various types of land uses together. So it is a mixed type of land use where you can find institutions, you can find the cultural, commercial, residential, all type of industrial sectors within one area. So these area, that type of area is called as mixed land use. The benefit of mixed land is use what? It reduces the walking distance. If you get everything at one place, so definitely that will be preferable, which is encouraged by the pedestrian. Definitely, if you want to purchase something which is related to cosmetics, which is related to the vegetables, which is related to other things, clothes and all those things at one time, definitely you're going to prefer a mall instead of going to one shop separately. You are going to prefer going to a mall. So definitely this type of land use is preferred by the pedestrian. These may include residential, commercial, industrial land use in an integrated manner. So when all these land uses are integrated together, then we call it as mixed land use. In such areas, one can find houses, business, shops, schools, clinics, and open space at one place itself. So all the things comes under one place. And if we have to go to different places, it is going to waste our time. We have to take a vehicle. And if it is very much closely like mixed use, you can go by the walking distance or you can go by bicycle. As you can see in the figure, there are two sectors. One is segregation and second is mixed use. So in the segregation, it is shown that home is away from work location, and leisure means any type of entertainment where you want to spend your quality time, that is leisure. So when the distance is more, definitely you have to depend on cars. And similarly, if it is mixed use, if in one only building, if you get all the things like your home is in the same building, then you have the leisure in the same building, as well as your work is also in the same building, then definitely you will be going walking or you will be going by bicycle. So this is the difference between segregation and mixed use. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.